Okay, good Erev Yom Tov, everyone. On this last day of Chol Hamoed, as we're getting ready for the climax of Pesach, Shvi Shel Pesach, and we learn the Mishna Yomis for today, sponsored by Fisher Family, Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, Neshama Sharav and Ali, also Lili Nishmas Elchanan Bunim ben Naftali ben Nish Elimelech ben Eliezer, Lefu Shalem for the Yomish Mechai Sarah, for the schus of Avram ben Yom Benish ben Malk Yehudis and family, and also sponsored by Yo Klugman and family for their Gezun Parnas and Nachas, for Meir ben Chayesar, and for my mother, Esther Fradel Bas Chana. They should have a Refuah Shalem, a B'Sek Sharchel Yisrael. We are holding in the 6th parak of Nazir with Mishna. Mishna. Yes, that's Mishnah 8 and Mishnah 9. Mishnah Ches and Mishnah Tes. So, Rabbi Shimon Gamliel Aimer, Hevi Shalish Behemoth V'lei Peirash, if he brought for the termination of his Naziris after 30 days, remember Stam Nazir is 30 days, so on the termination of his Naziris he has to bring 3 karbanos, a chatas, an oila, and a shlamim. If he brings 3 behemoths without specifying, well, it's simple. The female lamb, which is for the sin offering, is used for the sin offering. The male lamb, which is fit for the burnt offering, is used as a burnt offering. La shlamim, the ram, is tikra shlamim, is offered up as a peace offering. He then took the hair that he shaved from his head, and he puts it under the vat that he cooks the shlamim in. Let's say he didn't shave in the Beis Hamikdash. Let's say he shaved outside of the Beis Hamikdash. He sends it that they should put it under the vat that they cook the shlamim. When do we do this process of putting it under the vat that they cook the shlamim? A very unusual thing. When he shaves because of his tara, that means after his 30 successful days. If he, however, became tamei in the middle of his naziris and he had to shave and lose the days that he counted, and he brings his oshim, for example, they didn't put the hair under the vat, rather they buried it. Rameh says no. Even if he has to shave because of tamah, kol mishalkin tachas adud, you put it under the vat, except for one situation, where he shaved because of tumah outside of the temple. There they don't put it under the vat of the oshim in the case of taglachas the tumah, rather they bury it. Now we're going to see that there's a further procedure. Remember that the karbanos of the Nazir were accompanied also by 20 loaves, 10 lechem, unleavened, and 10 rikikin, 10 wafers. The Taida is offered with 40 of 4 different types. The Nazir is with 20 of 2 different types, 10 loaves and 10 wafers. So Yamavashal es hashlamim oishalkun, they cooked the shlamim or they seethed it. Now there's a machlokes in the Rishonim whether shalkun means undercooked or overcooked. Then the kohen is noitel azraya b'sheila min ha'ayil. The kohen takes the right foreleg. When we say zroya, of course an animal doesn't have a hand, so zroa means the foreleg. So he takes the right foreleg of the ram. Remember the shlamim is a ram, and remember there's 10 loaves, unleavened loaves, and 10 wafers. So the chalas matzah achas min asal, he takes 1 matzah from the basket of the 10 matzahs, or a kik matzah echad, and 1 wafer from the basket, and together with the right foreleg, the noisan al kape Nazir, and he puts it on the palm of Nazir, umanifam, and they wave it up and down, and to the 4 sides. The achakach, and then hutra Nazir lishtais yayin uletamel mason. Then the Nazir is back to normal. He's allowed to drink wine. He's allowed to contaminate to the dead. Reb Shimon says earlier than that. There's 3 karbanos. Of course, we know the ikar avoid of the carbon is the sprinkling of the blood. As soon as one of the bloods of the karbanos are sprinkled, the Nazir is allowed to drink wine and contaminate to the dead. Okay, Rabbi Say, it's been a pleasure. I want to wish all my Talmidim a really wonderful, exciting, inspiring climax of Yom Tov. Remember that Hakol Hoylech Achar Chaim. Everything goes according to the finale. So the end of Yom Tov, we got to squeeze out the juice of every moment of the Yom Tov. Remember that Shvi Shel Pesach is the time when we were freed of our enemy forever, right? That's the climax of the Yom Tov. I always tell people, it's a beautiful thought, that Elohim is Midas Hadin. The first time the Jews saw a manifestation of Midas Hadin as a people is when the 9 million Egyptians chased us, and in 4 hours, a third of the night, they drowned in the sea. And that's why Elohim Midas Hadin also spells El Hayam, into the sea. The first manifestation of Midas Hadin. I want to also tell you that I have on YouTube, there's a great share for the Shabbos table for Chalamayit. It's on YouTube. It's on, of course, Torah Anytime and Kol HaLashon. I don't know if it got to Kol HaLashon yet, but I sent it to Kol HaLashon. But it is definitely on YouTube and TorahAnytime.com. That's an amazing shot in Dayenu, which is really worthwhile to listen to. I will try to get on YouTube yet before Yom Tov a share about Kriyas Yamsuf. We are looking for a sponsor for Isru Chag, Wednesday night share on Achrei Mos. We don't have a sponsor, 718-916-3100, rmmwsi at AOL.com. Thank you for joining us, and have a truly, truly wonderful Yom Tov.